Hello, my name is John Kennedy. I'm a radio presenter from Radio X in the UK, and I'm inviting you on a journey around the world. Global Sounds will present cities from an indie perspective, shining a light on its businesses and artists. And we want you seated for a trip into the underground, to a world of independent music. Welcome to Liverpool, famous for its long-lasting and influential music scene. The Beatles at the Cavern, of course, the Mersey Beat explosion, Jerry and the Pacemakers version of You'll Never Walk Alone echoing forever from Anfield. Generations of musicians from the city have shaped the music of the world, from Echo and the Bunnymen and Frankie Goes to Hollywood, through the Lars, the Coral and the Zootons, the Wombats and Circa Waves, to Red Rum Club and Zuzu. The roll call is everlasting. Liverpool is inspirational, and the city scene still thrives with newer venues like the Zanzibar, Jimmy's and EBGB's, providing the launch pads for the next wave of stars.
Hello, I'm Mikey and I am the founder of This Feeling. Yes, so over the past 15 years, bands like Catfish and the Bottlemen, Blossoms, Struts, Yonica, loads like Jerry Cinnamon, loads more have come through This Feeling. We're not just a traditional promoter, as in bang a poster up. We get bands on TV, we get bands on the radio, we get bands tour supports, bands like Liam, Kasabian, festivals, we get them agents, we'll help them with PRs. We'll do everything we can to help new bands break. I love what I do. George, who's also a huge part of This Feeling. We wouldn't be This Feeling without George. We love what we do, and I think we provide bands with an opportunity, a platform to crack on, even during a pandemic. This scene has grown. We're able to do that by forging partnerships with Scott's Menswear and Red Stripe, who invest in us, and we're able to then invest in the new acts that we believe in.
I can see clearly again, now I see deep blue skies. I know that you'll be there without a care, without the time to say. My friends, I will slowly drifted away. What can I say? I know that you'll be there at the end of the line. Are you fine with it all? If we stand, if we fall, will we say what we want? Taking my time, skipping the stones as it all goes by, watching the tides, shaking it all over the world again in time. I know you've never been fond of waiting on every little conversation. Is your head still full of dreams? Sometimes I find you in a situation, another overcomplication. It doesn't make much sense to me. I know you've never been fond of waiting on every little conversation. Is your head still full of dreams? Sometimes I find you in a situation, another overcomplication that doesn't make much sense to me. I know you've never been fond of waiting on every little conversation. Is your head still full of dreams? Sometimes I find you in a situation, another overcomplication that doesn't make much sense to me.
We're in the Shrewsbury Youth Club in Everton, in Liverpool. Me, Lowell and Alan all met in here, and we used to use the rehearsal rooms 4 days a week. We used to come here any day that we could, use the guitar amps, the drum kits and the PAs and play footy. And it was just a boss centre for us to use, and we were really lucky to have this place when we were kids, and this was more like fundamental to the foundation of this band was this place. It's where I work now as a youth worker, helping the next generation.
The one that's got you depressed and now it's
It was dead fitting that we started recording our first work together in Park Street with Chris Taylor. Park Street's an incredible studio which has had, you know, everyone from Justin Bieber to Rihanna to then down to the Coral and the Sutons, Paolo Nutini. It's a legendary studio. And it's good that we could etch our name into that list of people who've recorded it in that studio just before it went, so we can be included in that.
There's a lot of big names on it.
Yeah, so that's a big on it. Zanzibar at the time was like the epicentre of Liverpool music. There was a guy called Tony Butler, rest in peace, who died about 3 years ago. He ran the Zanzibar for over 20 years.
I think that was the good thing about Tony, it was like he wasn't just a friendly good gig, he'd give you little bits of advice. He's more of a mentor than a promoter, so we're always grateful.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. We are Rats for Global Sounds. This song's called The Hills.
so you changed like the time of the day, 'cause you've got so much to say. You're always running away from all the heartaches and the ruthless mistakes of all the times you've been at and all the plans that went bad. And now you're down and you're feeling stressed, 'cause you just want to impress the one that's got you depressed. And now it's over and you're feeling sober, as it's just why I told you when the sun rolls over the hills. Your stay is over when the night time comes. You know you'll have no friends again. Just why I told you that the tides may turn for you again, my friend. So don't act like it's already over, 'cause the chip on your shoulder's got a chip on its shoulder. It takes time to do the things that we do. I won't forget about you, just as the sun rolls into the sea. Your stay is over